Welcome to this beginner's risk management course. My name is Chizubele Gudo and I will be your instructor taking you on this beginner's guide to risk. You have heard the term risk used in general language by both young people, old, politicians, people in business, everyday people. Risk is a job for some people like me. What is this thing called risk? My goal is to help you understand risk, giving you a place to start. So whatever you desire for studying this course, by the end of it, you will know what it is, be able to decide how to apply it in your life or business. What you have in this course is a combination of my experience, some industry practice, and research undertaken by London School of Risk. Whether you're an entrepreneur, sole trader, small, medium, or large company, students, whatever your job, wherever you are in the world, Asia, Africa, Europe, Middle East, the Americas, this course is relevant to you. So let's get started. Section 1, an overview of risk. How did risk come about? What is our approach to risk? What is risk? What are the benefits of risk? And the key points to take away from this section. How did risk come about then? People wonder. Well, risk has been used in English vocabulary since 1621 when it was first entered in the Oxford Dictionary. Theories about risk is that it started about 30, 40 years ago, so just a few decades. But in reality, it's been around for longer. After many years of research on this subject, I found that risk has been around since the beginning of human existence. Before the beginning of modern language, risk was described in other forms. So this debunks the idea that risk is a new idea or subject. One thing you need to know is that risk is the oldest form of science. It's only just being discovered in modern day. Our approach to risk. At London School of Risk, we have fun with risk. And our aim is to help you see the beauty and power of risk so you can get ahead in your career or business. We help you understand the common sense and simplicity of risk so you can apply it by using everyday illustrations and examples that communicate the value of this invaluable subject. One of our mantras, risk is everything and everything is risk. We apply risk to everything. What is risk then? Well, let's hear what some people say risk is. People in general use the term risk to describe something bad that can happen. You hear that when someone says, oh, that thing is risky, don't do it. That's what you get. Institute of Occupational Safety and Health describe risk as the combination of the likelihood of a hazardous event occurring and the consequence of the event. And then the Institute of Risk Management describes risk as the combination of the probability of an event and its consequences. It's a bit long, so I'm not going to go into the details of that one. You can find that in the course notes, like I said earlier on. And then lastly, you have the ISO 31000 that describes risk as the effect of uncertainty on objectives. So what is our definition of risk at London School of Risk? We define it as a person or an entity with a purpose. By defining risk this way, you are compelled to look inward rather than outward. Most businesses fail because they always expect that the threat is external. What you need to know is that the way we manage ourselves, the organization or person, determines whether we fail or succeed. People make up businesses. People make up organizations, companies. So no organization is formed without people. So it makes sense that the risk to an organization is the sum and quality of its people. So even if a threat was external to the business, to an organization, it wouldn't matter because the sum and quality of your people would counteract the effect of that threat. What is risk management? The management of risk. Well, we define risk at London School of Risk as the exploration, pay attention, the exploration and exploitation of the element of a person or entity being any company, any organization, the entity's existence to achieve its desired purpose by managing its external and internal factors. Other organizations have defined risk management as the process by which to help organizations understand, evaluate, and take action on all their risks with a view to increasing the probability of success and reducing the likelihood of failure. And that's one by the Institute of Risk Management. It's a fairly good one. What you need to know is that there are 4 variations of risk. So you hear the term risk. Risk is not just risk. There are different variants of risk. And what are they? Threats, issues, opportunities, and benefits. I'm going to explain what these are. Threats are the negative elements of a person or entity. Remember, entity is a company, an organization, or a business. So threats are the negative elements of a person or entity that could have a detrimental outcome on your purpose if they were to happen. And what does your purpose entail? It entails your vision, your objectives, and mission. This means some of the following potential outcomes. Financial losses varying in different forms and sizes, such as fines, fraud, or losses from result of poor business practice. Death of a person or an organization. Yes, organizations, companies do die if you don't manage them properly. Stress or psychological impact on your family, which has a knock-on effect on your performance. Issues. An issue is a real-time negative event affecting your purpose, your vision, objectives, and mission right now. So it's happening now. That's what an issue is. So basically, it is a threat that has happened. That's what issues are. So the current loss of money, death of someone, or death of a company, the likes of Enron, Lehman Brothers are no longer here. They're dead. You can think about it that way. Sickness, lawsuits, sanctions, jail, going to prison, all these are issues. If that was happening now, these are issues that you have to deal with right now. Opportunities. Opportunities are the positive elements of a person or entity, whether identified or not yet identified, that can be converted into value in the achievement of a purpose if exploited. So the key thing about opportunities here is you've got to exploit the opportunity for it to give you value. And I'll give you an example here. So case study number 1. Let's just assume that you are the owner of a thriving dry cleaning business looking to expand. You identified that a residential development of about 1,000 homes was going to be built within 3 years in your city. And the first batch of it, 500, will be built within a year, which will have about 5 commercial units. What do you do as a businessman? Well, you want to see what opportunities there are. You consider the prospect of increasing your business, to about 25, or 45% in the first year of opening, if you were to acquire one of those commercial units. You noted that there were no other competition within a 10-mile radius of that property development. And that rings, that's a light bulb moment for you, opportunity identified. Let's leave it there. So that's your opportunity. What are benefits then? Benefits are the rewards or outcome of an opportunity that you've previously identified, and now you've exploited that for it to yield you benefits. And these benefits can be measured because you can hold it in your hand. It can translate into things like, increased revenue, increased profit margin, operational efficiency. These are things that, you can measure as the result of the opportunity you identified. Repeat businesses, growth, all that stuff, employer satisfaction, getting prestigious awards and stuff like that. These are, benefits that you have derived from that opportunity you exploited. Let's go back to case study number 1. Well, you did buy the units, mentioned earlier, and you've exploited that opportunity, and you've leased the property, for 3 years and invested a further 100,000 plus, for equipment, operations, marketing, and staff, and so on and so forth. Within a year of opening, your profit margin grew to about 25%. And what does that mean? You've realized some benefits. And that's it. That's what it is. So when we talk about risk, we just don't want to think risk is all bad. Risk is not all bad. There are the negative sides, the bad sides and the good side, which are the positive sides. So as a person or organization, you can achieve your purpose more readily. So you stand a high chance of success if you do, implement or manage risk within your organization. Acquiring the knowledge of risk and demonstrating it increases your brand credibility with your customers, clients, and regulators. Equipped with the dynamics of risk affecting you or your business, you can make effective decisions that are productive and not destructive. The longevity of your business is guaranteed when you apply the principles applicable to you. Risk helps you identify areas of weaknesses that could be detrimental to the achievement of your objectives. So there are benefits here, loads of benefits, and that's why it's important to understand risk. And again, I'm just going to say this. So whether you're a small business, medium size, one-man business, one-woman business, large corporation, you have to have risk as part of your business. And this is one thing you will see consistent with this course. We apply everything we do to all types of business, all types of organization, whether small, medium, or large. So the key points I want you to take away from this section are that risk affects everyone, every organization, every business. You have to deal with it to get the best out of it. So whether you're a person or organization, you are the risk. So bear that in mind. You are the risk. Don't keep looking outside. You are the risk. So manage you as you mean to succeed, and you have a high chance of success doing that.